This is going to be one of the most heartfelt and personal adventures, as Gooseworx herself shared on Tumblr. And even though she mentioned that some might find this episode boring, I believe that's far from the truth. Not only will it be deeply revealing for Gooseworx, but it's also shaping up to be one of the most epic episodes, thanks to two key characters. But let's take it step by step. A new adventure at the fast food restaurant Spudsy's is waiting for everyone. And finally, we'll get to see the mysterious orbsman. Based on some leaks and theories, I'll tell you what the new adventure will be about, who it will be life-changing for, who won't be taking part in this adventure, and much more. First, let me remind you that the new episode will focus on Gangle, and she'll be the manager of Spudsy's, which means this day will be unforgettable for someone. But to understand how things will unfold in episode 4, we need to look back at how it all happened in previous episodes. In the pilot episode, the adventure was dedicated to the Gloinks.
Oh God, oh Jesus!
All the characters were divided into two groups.
You, me, and Pomni will go check on Kaufmo, which leaves Crybaby and Hoo-Ha together to go handle the Zooble situation.
While one group set out to search for Kaufmo,
Okay, wait. Maybe there's still time to fix him before we get caned.
the others were tasked with finding Zooble.
I don't know what I'm looking at here.
We saw Gloink carry one of Zooble's pieces down there, remember?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the recap.
The Gloinks Queen was the first villain we saw in the digital circus, and even then we learned that Jax can flirt with them.
I am Gloinks. You will be Gloinks. God will be Gloinks.
This is dumb and weird.
Well,
For Pomni, the adventure didn't go quite as planned, and back then, many were theorizing that Pomni might also be an administrator since she was able to find the exit and nearly escaped the digital circus.
Oh no! Someone's venturing out into the void! They'll get totally spoiled! There you go!
But now it's becoming clear that it was just part of the adventure. In the second episode, events unfolded in a similar way. Again, all the characters split up, but this time Pomni ended up in a group by herself.
Where are we? What's all this?
I don't know. We're somewhere under the map, I think.
By the way, that's when we learned that NPCs can gain self-awareness.
Why aren't you or any of your crew up here?
I'm not sure. Because we're not, NPCs?
NPCs, what are you on about?
And this was groundbreaking news, as it raised questions about the humanity of some characters. And once again, Jax tried to flirt with the villain, but this time he got much luckier.
I happen to know a way into the Kingdom Walls, if you'd be willing to help us out in return.
Hey, when did you...
Shut up, Licorice Hair.
Even though he was unhappy with his situation towards the end of the adventure, in the very last moments, his desires were fully satisfied.
Oh, hey, maybe I didn't leave the gate unlocked for nothing after all.
What? I thought he was dead. You still did that? Okay, wait. You did what now?
Well, love to help you again sometime. Bye!
And in the third episode, the situation was similar again. The characters split into two groups, but this time, it was Jax's fault.
Which door should we choose?
Not sure. Let's try this out.
Don't worry, Gangle, I'll get it for you!
Oh, that's the scary door.
Once again, new monsters and another nightmare for Pomni. This not only proved that Pomni suffers the most in the digital circus, but also shed light on Kinger and his behavior.
Why? Every day I spend here is one nightmare after the next. I knew it would end up like this. He just wants me to suffer. I really am in hell.
Don't say that. You're not in...
In the end, we have a pretty clear structure. At first, things go fairly well for everyone, until a small incident happens, forcing the characters to split into two groups. And then, something terrible always happens to someone, which eventually brings a twisted sense of joy to their eyes.
So what was it like being stuck with the nutcase?
It wasn't that bad, actually.
The pilot episode was an exception. Aside from horror and fear, at least Pomni felt nothing else. Now, let's talk about episode 4. Each new episode begins right after the previous one ends. Kane will, as usual, delight everyone with a new adventure. This time, our team will head to a modern city where they need to find an establishment where a visitor has been waiting for a long time and is never satisfied. As you might have guessed, that establishment is Spudsy's, and that very visitor is Orbsman. There will also be a small split this time, but I think Pomni will stay with the others, while Gangle will separate from the group. After our friends find Spudsy's and finally manage to satisfy Orbsman's tastes, the fun begins. A conversation takes place between Orbsman and Gangle, during which Gangle shares everything that's been bothering her. The flaws of the digital circus.
Oh no, they killed Zooble. Anyway, you guys want to go get something to eat?
But her main problem is Jax, which she brings up to Orbsman.
They broke my comedy mask.
So, Kane, we having a new adventure today for the newbie or what? Do it, it'll be epic.
Why are there so many knives back here?
Do it, or I'll tell Ragatha about the figurine thing.
After hearing all of this, Orbsman immediately understood what needed to be done and told Gangle about it. Let's recall the musical adventure where we were shown a mysterious shampoo featuring Orbsman. I learned about a theory that suggests this isn't just a funny fragment, but a reference to Jax's punishment in episode 4. In this case, the shampoo serves as a kind of symbol. If the characters are in a fast food establishment that's constantly filled with people, then there's bound to be a lot of dirt, meaning the shampoo could be a hint towards some kind of floor cleaning solution. Orbsman hinted at this, since, as we know, Gangle will be the manager, giving her the authority to give orders to her subordinates. Now, Jax will become her target to take revenge for all the bullying Gangle has endured for such a long time.
Alright, Gangle, when we catch up to him, I'll jump over, crawl inside, and shoot him repeatedly until they're unrecognizable.
I feel like that violates some kind of convention.
You're violating my ears with your clapback. Get driving.
Jax will try to escape and avoid punishment, but the toothy administrator will quickly bring him back to his place. It's also very interesting to see Zooble, who will participate in the new adventure for the first time, something that once seemed impossible.
I'm testing out a new AI in this one. It should be 57 times more immersive.
Ooh, a new AI. You don't want to mess with the new AI, Zooby?
Yeah, no.
We see Zooble with a very strange hand that resembles a spatula for frying meat. Apparently, she will be responsible for preparing the patties for the burgers. Judging by her facial expression, it's clear that she doesn't enjoy this experience. And most likely, after this, Zooble will never return to the adventures. Based on her appearance, it seems that Kane didn't listen to her concerns and left everything as it is.
It's me, remember? I don't like myself. I hate this body. I hate all these stupid removable pieces.
Starting from the pilot episode, we observed the relationship between Pomni and Ragatha, and it was only in episode 3 that we saw they had truly become close.
Hey, Ragatha,
Yeah?
I just want to say thanks for always being concerned about me. I feel like through everything, I haven't really been appreciative enough about that.
I think this will be the first adventure where Pomni won't experience any fear or humiliation. Instead, she and Ragatha will simply enjoy making burgers and other dishes together. But the one who is truly interesting is Kinger, who is completely absent from the new adventure. According to that leak, we won't see him at Spudsy's, but that doesn't mean we won't see him in episode 4. The therapy session between Kane and Zooble didn't go very well for Zooble, but in Kane's opinion, the session went splendidly.
Starting to wonder if the Wild West was even a real direction at all.
This means there's a possibility that Kane won't allow Kinger to join the adventure and will decide to work through all of his issues instead. What do you think about episode 4, and what are your assumptions and theories about the new adventure? I'm looking forward to your responses in the comments, and for now, see you soon in the new videos.